Hi, Cancer. Let's do your reading. So this is a general reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cannot resonate for everyone in every way. Just take what resonates, leave the rest. It is, however, my intention for every reading that it gives or provokes or promotes a message of growth, okay, and inspires some personal growth or personal development. So there will be something in it for everyone, but the story won't be perfect for everyone, okay? So this is just pre-shuffle, but it looks like this is very odd. What I'm getting, we've got the Four of Swords, the Three of Swords. This one came out last, okay? But I'm trying to cover up, a certain part of this photo. Actually, I actually painted with paint over certain body parts in this deck. But anyway, you've got heartbreak here is what came out in pre-shuffle, and this Four of Swords, which this is, it can be our healing or our like pulling back or no contact type thing. But in this King of Swords, let me see what's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, King of Wands. So I'm getting this weird like vibe of maybe there's some healing work that needs to be done. But with this sword up, for some reason, I'm feeling a little bit strange. Like this is almost like something that you just kind of won't handle or haven't dealt with yet. It's maybe trying to, there's an awareness. Maybe it just needs to start with an awareness that there might be some healing that needs to be done. But, that's such a huge topic that I just wanted to point it out so you could, just kind of keep your eye out for it. So then at the bottom of the deck, we have, and then there's this Three of Shields. There might be a new partnership or new, it could be a work venture. The Three of Coins is three people who, it's like a cooperation or collaboration. And then we have the King of Wands. There's that interesting chair he's sitting on. I just noticed yesterday, a throne. I noticed it in this card, and then I started noticing it's in a lot of the cards, but don't think it's coincidental that looks oddly like something. Blows my mind. Okay, King of Wands, King of Shields. It's like there's something where, I don't want to say mommy issues, but there's something where there's a need for comfort, but it's coming out in a different kind of way. We've got Chariot, could be a move. I don't know why we have the Tower, but anyway, those weren't really, that was just pre-shuffle and then looking at the bottom of the deck. So let's get started. How are you, Cancer? Hope you guys are well. Please hit like. Please like the video, subscribe if you haven't, say hi in the comments. If you're watching this during a premiere, which I don't know if it's going to be a premiere or not, depends on how long it goes, but if you're watching this during a premiere, please, if you can, see the chat room, come say hi in the chat room, because I'm in the chat room most of the time on the premiere, and I love talking to you guys. Okay, so Ten of Swords. I think there might be something painful that maybe you have pushed this. Yes, look where my finger was cutting the deck. Yes, that you've avoided. Seven of Cauldrons. I just got Carol for some reason. Oh no, I had another card I wanted to shoot. I guess what was it? Maybe this was it. Or there was another card that caught my eye. But look, there's been a painful ending, something that was, maybe kind of abrupt. I just felt like the sense of avoidance. It's very strange. But anyway, Six of Swords, that's leaving. It could be travel, but this is, I think this is avoiding something in the past, something painful, which maybe you don't, dive in and start dissecting everything right away, but maybe just kind of let that, just be aware that it is typically healthier to acknowledge painful feelings and experiences so that your nervous system doesn't get trapped in the body, so that it's like, oh, that's painful, and feeling pain or disappointment or whatever is a healthy emotion, So acknowledge it. That way it can release and flow past, okay? So this one's interesting. 7 of Quadrants. This may be an option. There's some sort of option here. Knight of Swords. There you can see where I discreetly covered, painted, added to their artwork a little bit. Hold on. You've got some options here in maybe an offer. And it's kind of like maybe a second chance, but this looks like an offer and you're trying to decide whether you want to charge forward. Okay, let's keep going. You hear my wind chimes. You guys, I did a full freaking upload of wind chimes and it's just the sound isn't coming out well. There's another one that has my handy dandy artwork added. King of Cauldrons. I don't know. I feel like you're in a good place. And of course, we don't really want to rock the boat, do we? But there's some heavy burdens too. I know you have a lot to offer. That is apparent. Lots of water, oceany energy here. King of Shields. So maybe there's an element of not, feeling too like you have to be on top or so strong all the time. There is always a good, healthy balance of letting others, serve you, take care of you. Maybe you haven't had enough of that, and that might be manifesting internally. 9 of Wands, yes. We're going to have another storm. Truth. Counseling is always a great idea. I'm sitting here holding it over here where you can't even see it, sorry. This looks like possibly a missed opportunity. Okay, tell me about the person on Cancer's mind. I feel like you have multiple. And I keep getting like Carolyn or Caroline. Carol. C, like a C. Carolyn, Caroline. Whoa. Okay. Ace of Swords. So this person seems to be unaware, lacking truth, clarity. 2 of Wands. This person may think they know what they want, but don't. 2 of Wands and a rebirth. Interesting. That's like Judgment. I feel like somebody may be coming toward you in a slow, stable way. Don't rush it. But I also feel a feeling of detachment. There might be somebody that's just emotionally detached, not willing to accept an offer. Oh. There's that 4 of Swords again. So the person, somebody may be going through their own healing experience or healing, just doesn't want to take on more at the moment because they've got so much going on. But I still feel more than one person. Like, I think you're going to be, oh wow, you're going to be able to choose, it looks like, between people. Oh, okay, wow. So, okay, let me just go over these before I go into these. But the Lover's card, that's making a decision. It looks like there's a message here about make sure you don't miss an opportunity because you feel a challenge. Right? Don't miss an opportunity with a situation. Don't block yourself or don't shut yourself off to a situation. These 2s are powerful, so keep your eye out for 2s. But this 2 of Cups is 2 people who love, 2 people who give, 2 people who see eye to eye and show up, okay? It's going to be very mutual. Something with a new opportunity, I think you're going to have new love, but I think you're going to have multiple. So be careful not to just go for the challenge. right? Go for, you want to, don't invest in somebody who's not investing in you. You guys know that. That's not a good look. Make sure you don't overinvest too soon. Make somebody earn it. Let it go slow, stable. Something with water too. Okay, let's look at these. Look at this. Emperor, Empress, and a 3 in the middle. So this might be kind of like a warning to watch out for not getting pulled into a third party. Okay, let's clarify it. That's so juicy. Let's clarify it. Yeah. So here's what I think. I think you got some new opportunity coming, and I think there's going to be new opportunity. It could be work or a partnership or something, but it's also going to bring in new love. You need to be very careful not to get pulled into a third party. Make sure that if you find interest in someone and they're maybe on the brink or in an unhappy relationship, that they, get out of it first. I mean, you can be their friend or whatever, but just keep it appropriate is what this is looking like, see? Because it's going to could affect the workplace. And cause conflict and drama. Okay, how does this future person feel about Cancer? Conflicted. Like, this person may not care who they hurt. Okay, very unemotional. So that's kind of going to be an indicator of who this is. You might recognize that. Yes, and look at the bottom of the deck. Somebody who will avoid and, not keep things on the up and up if you allow it. So you just don't want to get dragged in. There's travel. And you guys may be going to the beach or something. The seas are really standing out. 2s and C's. Four shields is being protective. Yeah, you got new love coming in, but I'm also kind of feeling a return. Let me change decks because we use so many of those up. Tell me about the person that, if you have somebody on your mind, who is on Cancer's mind? Okay, somebody that you've been wanting for a while or been attracted to for a while. 9 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, waiting, maybe. Being patient, hopefully. King of Cups, 2 of Cups. 7 of Cups again. So, what's meant for you is never going to pass you by. If it does, it's going to come back. And there it is again. Oh my gosh, and there it is again. 3 of Pentacles and the Empress. Keep your value high. Don't settle, right? Obviously. Seems so easy, seems so obvious, but we tend to settle, don't we? How does this person feel about Cancer? Prince of Pentacles. Oh, they like you, Cancer. What's the Prince of Pentacles? Slow and stable is, it looks like they look at you as slow and stable. That would be really good. Prince of Cups. So loving, stable. This is like, I feel like some Page of Pentacle energy with this Prince of Pentacles, which is like, solid communication, a good communicator. Queen of Swords. Sword is up. Oh, okay. Okay, you got Libran energy. Don't reveal too much about yourself. Okay? Don't just share too much about yourself with somebody until, I think this is like, it's going to be more beneficial to not say too much and just be more mysterious. Aries energy. So there's some destiny here. You've got the Emperor, somebody respected and admired. Aries could be a fire sign. It's strong Aries and strong Sag and Cancer. We got Cancer and Aries matching. Something major about not revealing too much, or, you know, over investing. Ace of Swords, Ten of Cups. Okay. How about advice? Oh, thank you. Wow. Seven of Swords in reverse. Again, it's not overgiving. It's holding back. It's, I mean, this is not being dishonest for sure. This is honesty. Also, just I'm getting a lot of the Death card. So it might be, there might be some, you know what this is looking like? Queen of Swords, cutting something out, letting something end, possibly with an Aries, or something that you're trying to manifest that maybe you shouldn't be. Could that be? Maybe trying to manifest the undoing of a ending. Death is ending. Yes, look, Queen of Swords. So you're supposed to be cutting something out. So maybe it's a Sagittarius. It could be a Aries, Magician. I think this also could be Taurus. So advice is to cut something out. In a clue, you probably know what you should cut out, but a clue to it would be something that you've been manifesting that you probably shouldn't be. So yeah, it's to just move forward. Don't hold back on your progress in other areas. Oh my gosh, you've got a good financial, something coming financially. And you got a lot of like celebration. I think you're going to form new friendships. What's the outcome? This is so freaking strong. Oh my gosh. Stop watching someone. Oh shoot, I just dropped the whole deck. Stop waiting. Maybe for someone that blocked, or for something that's blocked that's not working. Stop trying to force something that's not working. Go more towards things that flow easily. Walk away from something that has been blocked, because I think it's been a blessing. And you just don't know it. Let's do some oracles. You got so much more coming, better, that's going to feel right and it's going to fit. Look. Okay, wow. Bottom of the deck. Don't let your past hold you back. Something in the past. So you may need to, with that whole healing message we got in the beginning, you may just need to let, you know, bygones be bygones. Let whatever is not working, let that go. Let me see. I'm going to see what happens if you do. Stop watching. This could be reversed. This could be somebody doing this with you. Yeah, and you got Pisces in reverse. So it could be somebody doing this with you. But this is a message for everyone listening, not just Cancer, Pisces, okay? There's some calculated strategy here. And I think this is a message that you don't need to calculate or strategize what is right for you. It's going to come more naturally. Meditate and contemplate. Also, the answers you need are coming. Let's do a pendulum. So look at the bigger picture. Confidence is your key. So I think there's something that you've been really wanting that hasn't been, you know, coming towards you easily. And that could be affecting your confidence and blocking. There's a strong message here to not let something that you're waiting for hold you back from moving forward. It's pretty repetitive. But let me ask what, let me ask something else. Real quick. There's justice again. Stop waiting for justice, okay? Focus on self-love. Yeah, you're dragging out something that's hurting. And I'm not so sure. Okay, let me just ask a question without y'all's interference. So see, there's conflict here. You've got this Emperor energy and maybe an Emperor that's holding back. And then you've got this kind of like, no matter what, winning at all costs. Like, I'll never let go. Well, but you probably should. Okay. We're going to pull the pendulum so you guys think of a yes, no question. Five of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. Focused attention. The Tower. I think you're going to have to, I mean, Cancer, there's something I think that you want really bad. Okay, but let's see. What if you let it go? And this 9 of, tell me why we keep getting this 10. Oh, that's a 10. Okay, obviously you got to let go of something that's not flowing because you're causing resistance. This actually even could be someone or something that if you weren't, you know, pursuing so hard, it might actually have been an opportunity. But slow and stable is the way to go. I'm feeling Page of Pentacles. Okay, so if Cancer abides and follows this advice, what happens? Looks like you get what you want, maybe. Or maybe you, let me see, what's the Magician? Aries energy. Also getting Pisces again. So it looks like the recognition that you crave will come through. And then look at the Return card. You got to let go of something. Gosh, okay, tell me why I keep getting the three of Cups. Why? You're going to have some new friendships develop is what I feel. There's Aries again, Emperor. 2 of Cups. Somebody, you're going to have something amazing come in. It may have to do or start out with a business venture or a new opportunity. But be careful. Be careful pressing too hard on something that you want, because you may be causing a resistance to it. What's the Moon? Pisces. Okay, I want you to think of something. This is just coming through. So, in my life, there have been times where, not many, but one, where I really gave and gave and gave without it being reciprocated, okay? And so I just thought that I could prove my value, prove my worth, and somebody would get to know me better and then just not be able to, you know, live without me. Things would turn around. But things did turn around when I stopped wanting them or stopped being that uneven. So sometimes what we'll do is if the scales are a bit uneven, we kept getting Justice, remember, but if the scales are a bit uneven, then sometimes what we do, especially Cancers and, you know, strong water, emotional, empath types, what we'll do is we'll give more. We'll try and carry the weight of the other person. We'll give more. We'll give, thinking that will balance out the imbalance. We'll do a little bit more, but it doesn't. It makes the scales go more the wrong way. It messes it up. It changes the dynamic. So the way to do when somebody's not getting your value, walk away or pull back as if you're okay with it and focus on progress in other areas of your life. In one way that helped me accomplish this was I would put my shoe. I tried to change, you know, put my shoes in their, put myself in their shoes. So if the roles were reversed and I was the one that wasn't sure about someone, or I wasn't the one that was giving, you know. And I've been in this situation so many times. But if I'm not the one giving, and if I reverse the roles, and so I'm the one who's not sure about someone, and that person is pursuing me, and even though I'm not reciprocating, they just give more and more and more, try to explain or try to, I could tell you guys a story that's going on. But you gotta pull your inner, if somebody was doing that to me, it turns me off. It pushes me away more. If somebody was pursuing me, even though I wasn't reciprocating, and so you just play this in your mind. Turn the tables. What if this is your story, what if you were the person that you want so bad, okay? What if you were them receiving all that you are giving to them when they know they don't deserve it? We've all been there. You know what that feels like. It doesn't feel natural. It feels like either they are not genuine or whatever. It's not earned, it's not deserved, and it's not a pretty look. It's not appealing. So put yourself in the other position. So anyway, basically, you've got something. It looks like there's going to be either a trip where you're going to meet people or a move. There's a lot of 3s. We have a lot of 2s. Maybe you're going on somewhere near water. But you're going to have multiple opportunities, maybe a new venture or partnership. You're going to have multiple, but be careful not to, one, get caught up on the person that's not available, or two, go towards someone who's not being ethical with someone else, like they're in a half relationship or something like that. So be careful of that. And then look, did I already pull these? It looks like you've got some, it looks like there's a strong Aries and a strong Pisces here. Okay, let's do the pendulum. You guys ask a yes, no. And we'll see what happens. I'm gonna just get another deck ready real quick. And again, if you guys are watching this during a premiere, which this probably will be a premiere because it's 27 minutes already, then please say hi in the chat. Please say hi. I like talking to you guys. I'm usually in the chat. Wow, look at that. If I could, I would. And you were right. So maybe that's where we're getting a maybe. So the outcome is unknown. I think that usually when we get the unknown, the maybe, it typically has a vibe of it's unknown because it's going to depend on you and your actions and the other person's actions, of course, but I think mostly you. Tell me more. There's C's. I keep getting C's, like Carol. There's a C. These C's are jumping out at me. Look, could, control. I just don't think C's are usually that children are that common, are they? I keep getting them. Wah! Okay, love yourself first, self-respect. Let me see what collapsed here. Okay, pay attention to red flags. Okay, so we're getting a lot of this. Make sure you don't hold on to someone or choose someone. Signs are cautioning you, so make sure you don't ignore them. And then love yourself first. Your self-love makes you more romantically attractive. Now remember, if you feel like you're having to tell someone your worth and explain to them, then that's a red flag to me. Interesting. See, I just keep getting C's. C's. They're everywhere. Started off with Carol or Carolyn. Caroline. Anything else? Uh-oh, we're gonna run out of time. So forgive and learning. As you release and heal the past, we talked about in the very beginning, you experience more love in your present moments. There is some healing, I think. calling in your soulmate. Okay. I don't want to let you guys go. Love you. Bye, Cancer.